Hi guys, this is Noiser with another episode of Equipped, the series where I share my preferred loadouts and playstyles for different operators. Hopefully you can find something that you can use to improve your game in Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are going to take a look at the stealthy defender Caveira. Everybody was talking about this girl when the Skull Rain DLC was about to release, so what are the reactions now? Is she as OP as many thought? Is she useless or something in between? But before we dig further into those questions, we are going to take a look at her loadout. Caveira is a high-speed, low-armor operator that, unlike other operators, actually have two special abilities: the silent step and the interrogation ability. We will take a closer look at them in a while. Caveira can choose between two primary weapons, the M12 SMG and the SPAS 15 semi-automatic shotgun. This just got nerfed today, August 25th, but not as much as the other semi-automatic shotguns. The spread was increased a bit, but the damage per pellet unchanged. The M12 is a slow-firing SMG that feels quite similar to Frost's, although a bit harder to handle in my opinion, but with such a slow rate of fire it's still a fairly easy gun to use. I equipped this with a reflex sight and a suppressor. Since this is such a low damage weapon anyway, I'd rather try to keep hidden and rely on flanks and headshots than to equip this for something it isn't good at in the first place, dealing good damage at range. The SPAS 15 feels quite similar to the other semi-automatic shotguns, although it has never had that same insane damage output as Frost's Valkyries or Pulse's shotguns had prior to the patch. Below 3 meters, those guns did between 40 and 50 damage per pellet, and since there are 8 pellets in each shot, well, you do the math. Now, they are quite similar to the SPAS 15, which makes 30 damage below 6 meters. After this nerf of the other guns, the SPAS 15 looks to be the best semi-automatic shotgun at longer ranges, which is quite interesting. As usual, I equipped this with a reflex sight, and I've started using lasers on my shotguns again, which I think works fine as long as you think about your crosshair placement a bit. Her secondary is the Luison, or however that's pronounced, which is a special non-lethal version of the same pistol that Capitão has. And the statistics for this gun are extremely different. Up close you will down people as if it was a shotgun, but as soon as you get a few meters away, the damage drops massively. So this is something to bear in mind when using her pistol. And to finish off the loadout, I always equip C4 when available. In my opinion, Caveira is a really difficult operator to play. You can do amazing things with her, but it takes some skill, good map knowledge, and great situational awareness. All these things come with experience both of the game and from playing her. To make good use of Caveira, I think you need to be roaming, constantly moving from spot to spot, using the silent step to get there unnoticed. The silent step feels really cool to use, and you can even run without making so much noise. In my first look video linked below, you can see some clips of me showing the difference in sound when moving with or without the silent step, if you want to check that out. And it is pretty silent, which can get you into some strange situations sometimes that you're not used to find yourself in. All of a sudden standing next to a bunch of enemies that haven't even noticed you. For that reason, it can be a bit of a false security as well, because if you meet an enemy in a hallway at the wrong distance, you are pretty much dead. That's why you need to be aware of distance as well. Here I learned the damage model for her pistol the hard way. I'm expecting to down Capitão in about 2 shots or so and don't want to risk killing him. Instead, nothing happens, and even after 5-6 hits, he's still standing up and kills me. Terrible performance from my side, but that sort of thing can happen when unexpected things happen. Now, I make sure to be close up before I expose my position by shooting, or make sure to spam fire the gun until they are down, as you never really know how many shots it will take. The interrogation ability can be used on any downed enemy, regardless of who or what that downed them. When interrogating, you get the remaining enemies marked by their symbol in the direction where they are. You don't know how far away they are though, so there is some limitation to how useful the information is, depending on situation. When playing Caveira now, going for the interrogation is not my primary objective, but a bonus. If I get the opportunity, I do it, but my aim is not to down, but to kill them. Of course, there can be situations where knowing the whereabouts of the enemy is extremely important, but I feel that that is quite situational. Often I feel that you will slow down the enemy more and make them more insecure if you pop up on different parts of the map all the time, no matter if you get kills or not. The fear of Caveira sneaking up on you can be enough for the enemy team to focus more on you than the objective, which is great for your team. So, to sum this up, when I use Caveira, I try to move constantly from spot to spot using the silent step. I try to be aware of distance and don't fire the pistol until I'm really up close to the enemy. If I face them head on, I rather reposition to live to fight another day. I think the choice of gun is very map dependent and comes down to personal preference, so you just make your choice. So that's about it for today, guys. What are your thoughts around Caveira? Have I missed something or got something wrong? Are you able to make good use of her, or do you keep dying all the time as I did after my first lucky rounds with her? Please share your own thoughts, tips and tricks by leaving a comment below. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful in any way. It means so much to me to get that sort of feedback. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my future content. On Sunday, it's time for another episode of Quick Tips, and until then, I will keep being Noiser. Hej då!